Speak version equals 1.0 XMLNS equals http://www.w3.org/2001/10/synthesis. XMLNS. MSDTS equals https://www.w3.org/2001/MSDTS Lang equals NUS. Voice name equals NUS Neural. MSDTS. Express as style equals SAD. Style degree equals 1.8. Prosody rate equals -18%. Pitch equals -10%. I am 98 years old. My name is Margaret Thompson. I was born on a farm in rural Nebraska in 1925. My father used to tell me stories about the hardships of farming during the Great Depression. He'd say we were lucky to have a roof over our heads and food on the table. But there's something my father never told me. Something that haunts me to this day. I grew up believing the government was looking out for us. I believed in the American dream. It was the 1940s, and the war was raging in Europe. I remember the posters everywhere. Buy war bonds. Support our troops. I felt so proud to be a part of it all. But nobody told me this. That the government was experimenting on us. That the dust from the nuclear tests they were conducting out west was blowing our way. That it was poisoning our air. That it was killing us. I was completely wrong. They lied to us. My father was right about the hardships of farming. But this was different. This was a conspiracy against us. A conspiracy that was hiding in plain sight. The government was supposed to be our protector, but it was doing the opposite. As I grew older, I began to notice strange things happening. Cattle died. Crops wouldn't grow. I got sick a lot. I thought I was just coming down with something. But what I know now is that I was suffering from radiation poisoning. It's the same thing that killed my grandmother. She'd lost her hair. Her skin was gray and dry. She died of cancer. They said it was from smoking. But I know better now. I was angry. I was angry at the government for lying to us, for putting our lives at risk. I was angry at my parents for not telling me the truth, for putting our farm and our lives ahead of our health. I felt like I was living a lie that was suffocating me. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. Years went by, and the pain didn't subside. It just intensified. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, remembering the looks on the faces of my neighbors, remembering the way they'd cough and choke from the dust. It was like they were dying before our very eyes. I couldn't understand why nobody was doing anything, why nobody was stopping this. I've thought about this a lot over the years. I've thought about why it had to be like this, why the government had to be involved in such a sinister plot. I think about all the lives that were lost, all the families that were destroyed. I think about my own life, my own family. What if I'd known the truth earlier? What if I'd done something? But that's the thing. Even though I'm 98 years old, I'm not bitter anymore. I'm not angry. I'm not consumed by hatred. I've had time to think about it. I've had time to process it. I've had time to understand. I've realized that the government didn't do this out of malice. They did it because they didn't know any better. They did it because they were afraid. They thought they were doing the right thing. I know it's not a justification. I know it's not an excuse. But it's something. It's a glimmer of hope. It's a reminder that we're all human beings. That we all make mistakes. That we all have things to learn. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to say that everything is okay. But I will say that it's not the end. There's still time to learn. There's still time to grow. There's still time to heal. I know that not everyone will understand. I know that some will say I'm just a cranky old woman. But I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to all of us. I'm talking to the young people who are going to inherit this mess. I'm talking to the politicians who are supposed to be our leaders. I'm talking to everyone who cares about the truth. If this reached your heart, please subscribe. I still have things to say. I still have stories to tell. I still have wisdom to share. /prosody, /MSDTS, express as, /voice, /speak.